Here to make money. Cold hard cash, baby. Hi guys, and welcome back to Cryptochesterg. I'm here today to give you a very cool and relaxing crypto show. We're going to be going through Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, the mid-term, the long-term, and also we're going to smash through some altcoins, and we're going to be looking at some potential trades that we can be executing over on Fairdesk Copy Trader today. This stream, this show is sponsored by BingX. Make sure you check them out. An amazing exchange coming through that I've just partnered up with. Really, really good stuff. Loads and loads of bonuses. We'll be going into that further on in the show. Starting off the show today, guys, I want to say hello to you guys in the chat. Straight away, we've got LR, we've got MG Motorsport, and we've also got Kurd. The OG's coming through today. Amazing stuff. Nice to see you on the stream, guys. Appreciate the support continuously. And also, just quickly, what is Bitcoin doing right now? It's falling off a goddamn cliff. We're going to go into that. We're going to go into key levels, key buying levels for altcoins as well. We're going to be looking at Fibonacci. We're going to be looking at on-chain stuff. We're going to be looking at liquidation levels, very important levels to be looking out for today, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But before we go into it, before we get deep down and dirty and deceitful and deceptive into the charts, we're going to be looking at the Leap Challenge very, very quickly. So you guys know the Leap Challenge. You know I was on the leaderboard for TradingView Leap Challenge. And yeah, 16 days left, and I actually got knocked off the leaderboard, unfortunately. But we back. Oh, we so back. 6th place again, guys. Really, really happy with that. Closed a nice Bitcoin long from 68 up to like 71 or something. Yeah, so smacks you right back on the leaderboard. So out of 91,500 traders, your guy is 6th right here. Amazing stuff. Very, very happy with that. Up around 12.5%. But yeah, enough about the flexing for me. Let's move on to the Bitcoin charts and let's see what is happening. If you're new to the stream, guys, make sure you drop a sub. Make sure you drop a notification bell because you're never going to miss one of my uploads if you do that. And I stream every day, Monday to Friday. Okay, so let's get deep down and dirty into the charts and let's see where we can be looking at for nice levels of support and very crucial levels. Essentially very crucial bounce points here, okay? First thing I want to touch on, guys, is this, it was on the 30-minute, actually. It was the bullish divergence that we did see on the RSI on the 30-minute, right? Okay, and this is very, very important from the last dump that we had. We did see the low on the RSI of around 19.9, and then we didn't see that actually get created on the next dump. So we actually saw a bullish divergence come through, guys, and that essentially means you see a bit of a spike in the price, which is exactly what we have seen here. And we've seen it come up, we've seen it curl over, and it was doing quite well. Personally, I thought this was going to run all the way back up like it has done every single goddamn time it's dumped like this. But hey ho, what do you know? We're setting new lows here. I don't think it's anything to really worry about because we're just kind of right now sat at previous all-time highs. I do think that we're still in a very, very bullish market here. I do think we're going to end the week bullish here. Mark my words, we're going to end the week bullish, in my opinion, and we will be going into as to why, and some very, very key liquidations, because if you look at this chart right now, a lot of people are shorting. A lot of people are starting to short right now. So you can see even LR in the chat saying, oh, I'm getting into some shorts. It looks like a very shortable market, right? Everything's starting to dump. Everything's seeing a massive pullback. We've seen so much bullish momentum. We need a pullback, right? Let's jump to liquidations very, very quickly, just so I can show you guys what I am referring to. So if you look at the liquidation heat map here on Binance, you can see we've currently smashed through all major liquidations here, guys. We've already hit them. We've already hit major liquidations. And these up here, these are the short liquidations, which haven't been tapped. Not saying we're going to be coming all the way back up, but it's a very crucial point to be looking out for here, because you can see how many liquidations are in this area just on Binance alone. If we go to Bybit, actually I haven't looked at this. There's still some on Bybit as well, like quite a few. So it does make sense to retrace here back to all-time highs, maybe setting another all-time high towards the end of the week here, maybe in the next sort of 12 hours or so. That's just one piece of data, guys. There's more data to be looking out for here, so we will get into that, but I just wanted to show you guys that off the bat. So let's get back to the charts, and let's see what else we can dissect from these Bitcoin TA and Bitcoin charts coming through here. So let's talk Fibonacci here on the midterm. So you can see, obviously, we did set all-time highs at 33,800. The Fibonacci retracement for that all-time high is all the way down to the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement at 65.5. It's absolutely fine if we get there, guys. It's absolutely fine. There's likely to be a nice bounce, and this is where we're going to be bringing up volume-weighted average true range bands very, very, very shortly. But just quickly, candlestick chart pattern, guys, you can see we do have a bearish engulfing candle, and this technically does mean more downside should be on the cards, okay? But again, we've still got 43 minutes left of this 4-hour candle, guys. Still got 43 minutes left, so we don't know actually how this candle is going to close, right? But it is going to be a bullish engulfing candle from what we've seen so far. You can see that we do have the wicks either side, really, really strong stuff, and the candle body. It's pretty much just over that area. What we're looking for here is the candle body close just below this zone here, and then it's basically initial confirmation it is going to be a very, very strong bearish engulfing candle, and that's likely we're going to see some more downside if that is going to happen. Key levels to be looking out for there for downside, guys. You can see these bounce points are very, very obvious, very, very very viewable. Very obvious for support. You can see these levels. Maybe we wick down, maybe we bounce up, but the momentum from these areas is strong, guys. It is very, very strong. The momentum that I'm talking about here, just on this little level of support here, banging it right the way back up to all-time highs, guys, okay? And we've seen this happen multiple times here. And again, most of America is either asleep or staying up through the night. But from like an institutional standpoint, they're not trading the markets right now. I mean, they might be, but they're not in the offices trading the markets right now. So basically, it means that if they see these lower prices when they wake up, we're likely to see a nice big move to the upside, like we have seen every single time here for Bitcoin. Now, the institutions are currently involved, right? Just jumping to the chat quickly. Looks like a stop hunt for me. Yeah, I couldn't agree more there, Kurd. I do think we are going to be going up. What the hell going? What a hell going now? What the hell's going on now? When BTC returns to 73, I think we're going to get there, guys. I'm not really worried about this at all. I think maybe a bit of downside, 65, maybe a bit lower, 60, but the bounce back is just going to be ridiculous. Like, you've got to remember, we're getting news coverage every single day. We're in this bull market now. The likelihood of us tumbling down and crashing down to 50, 60K. Yes, we could bounce there like we have done previously, but you can see the bounce. It's very, very, very strong. And if you look at the gold ETF chart, when the ETFs passed for gold, it was just basically the same as this. Very, very, very steady uptrending, and then a crash. Very, very, very steady uptrending, crash. Steady uptrending, crash. Steady uptrending, crash. And it just carried on doing that for a very, very long time, okay? So it's very, very unlikely, now that we have seen this sort of really nice smooth trend sort of iron itself out here. This is sort of what we're going to be looking for here. Trend is your friend. Ride that bad boy till the end. We will be getting some more TA very, very, very shortly. But first things first, I want to go into the hourly, the short-term time frame here for Bitcoin, and let's see if we can get some nice chart patterns going through here. And what can we be looking for? Okay, what can we be looking for? So just off the bat here, I would like to draw in. Yeah, a nice horizontal there would be just perfect. It's So we bang that in there. And the reason why I'm drawing this in, guys, is you can see resistance, support, neither. resistance, and we tested that level of support multiple times, but then found resistance. Okay, so this is going to be the key area to be looking out for, and that is going to be 72,384. God, the markets look just I'm looking at my watch list, right, and it's just like -3%, -5%, -6%, -3%, -4%. It's just terrible from an altcoin perspective. And we're all going to Bitcoin dominance very, very, very shortly. But if we're trend lining it from all-time highs, this is going to be the area to break out from when we are seeing the next move for Bitcoin. So if you are going to be trading Bitcoin now and you're looking for that initial breakout point, if we're looking for some sort of bull flag, do we have it? I mean, it's forming, guys, it's forming, okay? We do have a forming bull flag right here from the all-time high coming down to this swing low that we are seeing from this micro downtrend here. Micro downtrend, disgusting, filthy dump is what I really mean. Kurd says, I smell 100K this year. Yeah, so do I. Absolutely, so do I. It's very, very bullish. But what I'm saying here is for Bitcoin, if you are looking for a lovely, lovely trade here, we've obviously got this bull flag. We've got this level of support, level of support, level of support in this downward sloping parallel channel sort of chart pattern here, which they tend to usually break to the upside, guys. Okay, they tend to usually break to the upside, especially at the top of an uptrend. Okay, so that's something we need to basically leave in our back pocket and execute later as and when we feel necessary. Okay, so the position that I am really looking for here for Bitcoin, it is going to be a nice move up, and it is going to be worth around 3.63%. Personally, for me, if we come up and we tap this and we break this micro lower high here, then we would see all-time highs for Bitcoin, right? If the momentum is there, we've seen this multiple times, it just comes up, it breaks the highs. Okay, so what I'm really looking for here, guys, is a lovely level of support around this sort of area. If we dump down past this support, hey ho, it is what it is. This chart pattern isn't going anywhere. We can still use it as a reference for the future. This breakpoint can vary depending on how long it takes us to get there, but it is going to still be a very, very valid point of data for us to be referencing, okay? And that position is still going to be on the table for us to be taking money, guys, because you know why we're here. We're here to make money, cold hard cash here. So yeah, definitely something that we can't be overlooking here. Another point that I am going to be banging in there is going to be another horizontal at this dirty, disgusting wick to the downside here. You can see that we have tested this multiple times in terms of resistance. Again, resistance. That's the wrong line. Let me delete that for a second. Just confused myself. You can see big resistance here, and you can see tinkling above it, and then we broke to the upside, test that support, and then we found that support again, right? So basically what we're looking for here, guys, on the hourly in the next 37 minutes and 56 seconds, what we're looking for here is a candle body close at around 68.9. Okay, that's sort of the ideal scenario there. If we can get a nice candle body close in this area, then it's likely that we're going to find support. Okay, you're probably asking me, we just got a candle body close, why haven't we got support? We're currently testing support right now. Okay, we're currently testing that support, and that candle body close of the next candle is going to be the confirmation whether we have that support or whether we don't have the support. $68,000 for Bitcoin and falling here. Crazy stuff. If we are doing a measure move to the downside out of this chart pattern, which is less likely than a move to the upside, because it is usually a continuation pattern to the upside, this bull flag here. But sometimes, hey ho, it can happen. Not all the time, but it can happen to see measure moves get completed to the lower side, and that is going to be worth around 4.47%. A price target for that is going to be 65,368. If we look at the midterm time frame, the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement, 65,458. Okay, so it's 110 bucks higher than the short-term time frame here, the midterm Fibonacci retracement, which is quite interesting. It's quite interesting because you can see these horizontals that we do have plotted in for support here on the 4 hour, and these usually mean lovely, lovely bounces. Maybe we come down aggressively, tap this Fibonacci retracement, and then we bounce up quite aggressively. That's sort of what I can pretty much see happening here. At least we haven't looked at all the indicators yet, guys, but what I can see here is definitely a bounce off the Fibonacci retracement, because it just lines up perfectly with the momentum you see from this zone, right? So let's just draw a little line in here for a second. You can see the momentum from this area is very, very, very strong. Okay, it's very, very, very strong to the upside. Even like 2-3%, there's still money to be made here if we do come down and tap this area. There's definitely like a little long position to be taking advantage of. 67.7 here. We are crashing. Amazing stuff that we're actually seeing nice price action live on stream. Usually we don't really get that much because we're over in Asia times. So yeah, it's usually quite quiet now, considering all the ETFs were pretty much the US, right? So we are seeing a nice bit of a dumpage coming through. How are altcoins reacting to this? Oh, Solana's doing well. Solana hit $186. Like, all the other altcoins are absolutely falling off a cliff, right? Solana's down 1%. Solana is doing very, very, very well here. And I have been saying layer 1 blockchains are going to be absolutely killing it over the next sort of 6 to 12 months or so. But yeah, key areas for Bitcoin here, guys. Again, Fibonacci retracement 65,000. We've got a measure move down to 65.4, 65.3, whatever you like. And I think it's about that time that we bring in the volume weighted average true range bands, guys. We are here. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash, says LR. Yes, good funny. You know where I realized where I got the quote from. Like, you know why we're here. It's from Wolf of Wall Street, right? Bit of a cult film. But you know, when the guy is like cleaning his fishbowl and he's like, on New Issue Day, you know why we're here. Everybody on point. We're here to make money. Yeah, that's where I got it from. And then I guess I added the cold hard cash. But I didn't realize, right? It just came out on stream one day and there it was. Right, volume weighted ATR bands. Let's get that going. Why can't we see them? We're on the wrong chart. That makes sense. Typical old TA. I mean, you can see yesterday what we predicted on yesterday's stream. A nice bullish pennant chart pattern to the upside. Nice measure move up there, 0.62%. Very nice seeing that completed there. Going to be getting rid of a few indicators now because it's getting quite polluted over here, over in the city of Bangkok. We need some clean air. We need some clean charts. So let's get rid of everything and let's start afresh. Get rid of that as well. Because what we're really here to look for is the volume weighted ATR bands, guys. We're going to be looking at these on multiple timeframes as well. And from what we can see now, I mean, look at that 60-minute. Down at around 66676. So that's definitely going to be a bounce point to be looking out for there. I mean, in terms of referencing, this is not great that we've lost the 4-hour. Not great. But again, we're still in the 4-hour candle, guys. We've still got 33 minutes of this 4-hour candle, and we know how quickly these bad boys can bounce down and bounce straight back up. Just for example here, you've got this dump from 66.9 all the way down to 59.4, and then a candle body close to 61.4. So we saw a nice move to the upside at the end of the candle of worth around $2,000, right? If we're going to see that come through here, I mean, it's dumping off a goddamn cliff right now. If we're going to see that happen here, we're going to be looking at back to basically previous all-time highs, right? And then we've got these levels of support to be looking out for there, and then likelihood of us seeing a complete reversal is very, very likely, right? Usually, this is probably just a way to be stopping out as many long positions as possible, because a lot of people have flipped long. I know a lot of YouTubers are now long, saying that Bitcoin's going to double in the next month or something like that. I don't think it's going to double, but yeah, we are going to see some significant price action in terms of this really, really nice uptrend, right? I want to be in your time zone. Sick of being up every night, sleepless for weeks now. Who said trading crypto is easy? It's never easy. It's never easy. Hey, you want financial freedom? Stay up all night and trade crypto. That you'll get it. It's just like, yeah, it's interesting. Like when I went for like the entrepreneurial lifestyle of trading and doing business and stuff like that, I went from like a 9 to 5 working lifestyle to a 7 till 7 working lifestyle. It's like, where's the balance there? But the difference is you haven't got like someone screaming down your neck. If you want to make more money, you work harder, you make more money. It's as simple as that. If you don't want to make as much money, you sit there, you work 2 hours a day, and you live your mediocre lifestyle, and you enjoy yourself. $67,000 for Bitcoin has just been smashed through in terms of a level of support. Not great here. We're seeing prices dump off a goddamn cliff. No wick yet. We're seeing this crash right now, 66,700, 66,800. This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy, guys. Another bounce point to be looking out for here, guys, is going to be this 62.9. If we do come down and tap this, you can see we do a very nice level of support on this. I would see a very, very nice bounce. And remember, guys, I don't see us crashing off an absolute cliff right now, unless there's been some news that I don't know about. But we're in a very, very bullish market. Okay, we're in a very, very bullish market. This macro uptrend is insanely strong right now. So I would expect us to have continuation to the upside here. I just would be looking for the key bounce areas, right? The key bounce areas that I'm referring to. Let's bring up the volume weighted average true ranges. You know I love these bad boys. You know I'm going to be taking full advantage, as I always do, off these bounces. Okay, really strong stuff here. The bounces, once the first wave, you come up, you bounce, really strong. The first bounce after the first wave is usually the strongest. And if we are looking at the daily volume weighted ATR here, guys, that's this little slightly ready one here. You can see, let me just get rid of that trend line for a second. You can see when we broke this to the upside, you can see lovely bounce there. Really nice. These are not small bounces, guys. We're on the macro here. That's 10%, okay? That's 10%. The next bounce that we did see was 18%. So what are we looking for now? Well, you can see the last time that we went above this was just here. We smashed through with a lot of momentum to the upside. Now, what are we looking for? We're looking for a bounce around 55 or a bounce on the 12-hour at around $60,000. The bounce that I'm talking about isn't going to be as strong off the 12-hour because we already have had a really nice bounce. We will have a bounce, probably worth 4 or 5% or so. But the bounce off the daily, this is where the real cash is going to be made here. And we're probably talking like 10-15% or something along the lines of that. That's what I would be expecting here for Bitcoin. Let me just get that trend line back to where it was. There we go. So yeah, overall, guys, don't panic. It's absolutely fine. You can see we're already starting to bounce. We hit 66,000 then, didn't we? Pretty sure we hit 66,000. Yeah, we hit 66,600 and we've already started to bounce 67. We've just bounced $1,000, guys. So it's very unlikely that we completely crash off a cliff here. So what I'm really looking for bounce points for Bitcoin, just to reiterate, guys, we've got the 0.236 Fibonacci here, and that is going to be at 65.5. Definitely an area to be looking out for there. We've got very strong horizontals at 66.2. Let's have a little look at RSIs and see what we're talking about there. We're setting lows on RSIs in the current trend. We did see bearish divergence coming through. Just entered a bearish control zone. Actually, very interesting stuff. We've got a bearish engulfing candle as well, guys. So it is bearish overall on the micro, guys. But the macro, that's the ultra swing. But the macro, there we are. It's very bullish. Okay, so yeah, nothing to be worrying about here. We're just looking for those key areas of support. And guys, if you've got altcoin requests, if you're worried, if you're trading right now, give me an altcoin request in the chat, and I'll pick apart that chart for you. Not a problem. Let's look at. I want to look at some on-chain stuff for Bitcoin quickly. We'll start off with estimated leverage ratio. This is how much you dirty degens are getting into your, that's not right. How much you dirty degens are getting into your leverage positions. That's not right either. Come on. There we go. We're climbing up to new highs here. So people are entering their leverage positions like degens. Okay, so the estimated long leverage ratio is continuously going up here, guys. And that essentially means that the whales are going to be manipulating the hell out of you guys right now. Let's look at funding rates for a second, guys, because you can see funding rates are actually positive for holding short positions right now. Okay, interesting stuff. You're going to be the long positions are going to be paying the short positions, which is actually very interesting to see, considering Bitcoin is taking a bit of a dumper-rumper right now. Okay, now you can see we got down to 66,600 and probably 66, knowing me, knowing my luck. And now you can see we're currently up around 68,000. So we're bouncing very aggressively here, bouncing near enough $1,400 in the space of maybe 3 or 4 minutes. So just be careful, guys. Be careful getting into your positions. LR says Doge for a bounce. Let's check out Doge quickly. Doge is down at around $16 right now. So let's look at Doge here on my normal chart. Just to reiterate, guys, Solana is doing very goddamn well. Very happy with my bags right now on Solana. Let's bring up Doge. Have a drink of water, and we're going to bring up Doge. Doge is holding really quite well, actually. Quite impressed. And yes, LR. Straight away, I do see a very nice bounce for Doge. I would expect higher prices, at least to the 7 SMA, if I am correct. Yeah, the 7 SMA for Doge would be something to really be looking out for there, and that is going to be up at around 17 cents there. So we're talking a move of around 3 to 3.5% on the basis that Bitcoin does see a little bit more of a pullback here. I would like to see Bitcoin back at around $69,000 for Doge to have that bounce. But you can see we are actually bouncing off the 12-hour volume-weighted ATR band, guys. And you know how strong this bad boy is. Look at this little red line here. Follow the cursor. You can see that little red line here. You can see came down, tested it, bounced very, very strongly. Tested it, bounced very, very, very strongly. Yes, as well, it is the 21 EMA. But you can see both of those bad boys together. Very, very, very strong stuff here. So you can imagine what Doge is likely to do here and what we have done from the horizontal area previously. You can see we have bounced continuously. Massive bounce, support, support. Even wicking down to these areas, you're still bouncing massively. So yeah, I would expect Doge to bounce at least 3% in the next sort of, maybe even the next hour or so, depending on how Bitcoin is behaving. So let's break this down a little bit better. And let's look at some chart patterns to see what we could potentially be looking at here for Doja Cat. So yeah, I would be starting off with something along the lines of this. It would be descending triangle to the downside. So there is a move to the downside to be had if we do see Bitcoin continue to fall off the cliff. The move that I would be referring to here is losing this 12-hour, guys, losing the 12-hour volume-weighted ATR band. So your entry is going to be around there, and this is going to consist of a 25-minute candle body close on the hourly. And what I would be looking for here is around a 7.5% drop. Yeah, and look at that. Look how well that lines up here with that level of support. So yeah, if you are going to dump here, this is what I would be looking for a nice move here. But overall, I do see us basically bouncing up for now, as long as Bitcoin is in that reversal sort of stance, right? And if we are going to the 5-minute here for Bitcoin, you can see that we are reversing here with quite a nice bit of momentum here, around 2.5% for this asset going to the upside now, currently sat at 68,200 and climbing. People are starting to get back in here. It's quite interesting to see Bitcoin reacting like this, guys. I mean, we were talking about all these levels of support. I'm not really that convinced that we're going to be smashing it all the way down to 50K today or any of that stuff. I still see us in a really, really nice upward stance. What I would say here is that the traps are there, guys. People are manipulating the hell out of Bitcoin right now, dumping the charts. And what you're probably seeing is just a little bit of a rising wedge measure move come into fruition here, guys. The rising wedge measure move, something along the lines of this. We haven't seen the measure move be completed just yet. Okay, we haven't seen it get completed just yet. Nearly got there. But remember, guys, it's 1 in 3 times that this measure move actually gets completed. 1 in 3, okay, 1 in 3. But let's do a little vote here, guys. What do you think Bitcoin is going to be doing over the next sort of 2 hours, 3 hours or so? Do you think we're going to be smashing it down to 60K? Very interesting stuff. Do you think we're going to be smashing down to 60K on the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement? Or do you think we're going to be smashing it back up to all-time highs? Let's get a 1 in the chat if you think that we're going to be getting back to all-time highs. And I want to see a 2 in the chat if you think we're coming down to $60,000. And maybe a 3 in the chat if you think we're just going to be staying in this sort of area, wicking around, trapping around, maybe bull flags, maybe sideways parallel channels. But yeah, 1 in the chat if you think we're going up, 2 in the chat if you think we're going down. I want to see a 1 from the one from the bulls, and 2 for the bears. Let me know in the chat what you guys are thinking. And LR says the whales are playing the markets completely. Yes, absolutely. Very interesting stuff. Kurd says that we're going up, bullish. Very interesting stuff there, Kurd. I personally think that I think we'll probably take a leg down to 65.5 and then we'll bounce quite aggressively back to all-time highs. Not in the next 2 hours, but in the next day or so. And I do think that we are probably going to see bullish momentum continue overall. And just remember, guys, this is Asia time right now. We're not seeing the US institutional markets be open right now, so they're not trading this. This is pretty much purely the Asian markets from an institutional level. So basically means we're waiting for America and the western side of the world to wake up. No, Siri, I don't need you right now, thank you. And yeah, so when that does happen, we're likely to see them buy this up quite aggressively, I do think anyway. So we've got Kurd saying 1, we've got Carla saying 3. So she or he, Carla Jones, I'm going to go with the she, just bouncing around in this sideways sort of area. And hey, that's a completely good observation there. And for Bitcoin to be tapping all-time highs, for us not to be dumping off a cliff, it's quite rare. But what we have seen most recently is continuous all-time highs be tapped. And we have seen little bits of consolidation, which is actually very, very, very strong for Bitcoin in this sort of uptrend, right? So yeah, You're absolutely fine. You're absolutely right. If we do see us a range in this area, maybe creating some sort of ascending triangle chart pattern, and then we see a break to the upside, that's very, very likely as well, okay? So yeah, a lot of things that could be happening here for Bitcoin, but what I think is going to be happening, just jumping back to liquidations here for Bitcoin again here, guys, you can see massive liquidations here on Binance that a lot of people have basically gone short, and their liquidations are way up here at around 72,000, 73,000, 74,000. So it does make sense for the whales to throw the price up once more, slap a new all-time high, liquidate a load of shorts, and then throw it back down. Okay, so that's sort of definitely something to really be looking out for there over the next sort of 12 to 24 hours or so. What else have we got here? We were looking at the on-chain stuff here for Bitcoin. And open interest, guys, it's actually taken a little bit of a tumble. That's interesting stuff, okay? This is, again, it's about how many leverage positions are being opened on exchanges and stuff. So, yeah, very interesting stuff to see this coming down, considering how the markets are behaving, right? I did want to look at the whale ratio. Where's that? Because the whale ratio is basically how much Bitcoin the whales are putting on their exchanges to basically manipulate the price, okay? So you can see here, we did actually set a high here. This was the high that we did. We went through this yesterday. This was the high that we've not been this high since actually December, like just after Christmas, guys. So it's very interesting to see us get this high yesterday, and that's why we're seeing the manipulation come through. Today, we've seen a bit of a dip down. Well, actually, no, yesterday. Oh, we're a day behind on this chart. That's interesting. But yeah, so we're seeing us dip down as of yesterday. So that doesn't make sense because we're trying to reference today. So yeah, don't know what's going on with that, but it does say 15. So not sure. Gonna have to check that one out and see if we can find out what's going on with that. Maybe I need some more data. All exchanges reserves, guys. Let's have a little look at that. This is essentially how much Bitcoin is being held on exchanges. The lower that this bad boy goes, the more bullish it is. As you can see, continuously we're on this very, very, very strong downtrend. This essentially means that a lot of people are moving their Bitcoin from their exchanges into their hardware wallets and stuff like that. This is very, very bullish because it basically means people can't easily sell their Bitcoin, right? They can't trade it very, very easily, so it just shows people are hodling more. Now, over the last sort of 3-4 days or so, we have seen a little bit of a spike in that, okay? We saw a little bit of a spike, and this is absolutely fine, guys. We're at all-time high. Well, we were at all-time highs, so it's natural that we have a sell-off. But now we are seeing this actually come down, so this is bullish, guys. This is a bullish sign that people are like, yep, I believe we're going higher. I'm moving my Bitcoin from my exchanges back into my hardware wallets, okay? So yeah, very, very good stuff. Very, very bullish there. What is Bitcoin doing right now? Back up to 68.5. Amazing stuff. We are tanking it to the moon here. Let's look at that Doge and let's see if we are going to get that move to the upside that I was just talking about. 3.31% there. We've currently done 1.52% there. So yeah, I said 3.31 there on the macro was quite likely. And a key point to be looking out for there for Doge is going to be this potential break point, guys. Yes, we do have a descending triangle here, but we also have something along the lines of potentially like this, right? And that's going to be a bullish pennant chart pattern at the top of the uptrend here, and that essentially is a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend, and that usually means continuation here. So if you are looking for a nice little move on Doge, I mean, it's not going to be little, it's going to be a pretty goddamn juicy. What I would be saying here is something along the lines of this, and it is going to be worth around 9.75% to the upside. Am I going to be blindly getting into this long? Absolutely not. Not blind. I'm going to be going in with X-ray vision, and I'm going to be basically taking profit at all the major resistance points. So you're going to be staggering your take profits continuously, guys. This is the safest way to trade that I've learned over the last 6 years. You want to be getting into a nice entry point. Then the entry point I would be looking out for here is going to be, I mean, you can see really strong candle body close here, and then a nice wick up to first TP. Same again, candle body close, nice wick up to first TP. Candle body close again, wick up to first TP. So what I would like to see here is a candle body close above 17.8, so 17 cents, 8. And then you can see the likelihood of us coming up to our first TP, very, very likely. We've got it here, we've got it here, and we've got it here as well. Okay, so this is going to be a very, very easy first take profit to be looking out for there. And in terms of a percentage for that, easy 1% on the table to be taken. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash, baby. So yeah, that's going to be a nice position there for Doge. But what I was saying about a minute ago was basically, if we are going to be seeing a measure move like this get completed, what we want to be doing here, we want to basically be taking 25% of our equity out in our first TP, 25% out in a second TP, 25% out again, and then we're going to be leaving that final 25% out to run. Once we hit our first take profit, guys, what are we going to be doing with our stop loss? We take our stop loss, we put our stop loss in our entry point, okay? So if we do wick to the upside and we hit our first take profit, and then we crash down off a cliff and we hit our stop loss, we've already taken profit once. Our stop loss is at break even, so we're in the money. It's a successful trade. Profit is profit. That's it. The trade's done. Because if you look at these measure moves, guys, the facts of the matter are these measure moves only complete 1 in 3. 1 in 3% of the time, okay? 1 in 3. Yeah, 1 in 3. They complete 1 in 3. So we need to be staggering our take profits. We need to take our stop loss to our entry point, and basically then we can hold our hands up and go, it's a risk-free trade now. It's a risk-free position. Like, I've won. It's a win. So yeah, that's a very, very effective way of trading. Yes, the wins are slower. Yes. You're going to lose if you're being greedy with trading. That's just facts, okay? So yeah, the wins are slower, but the losses are completely mitigated. The losses are completely mitigated, and there's a lot less of them, okay? So yeah, it's a very safe way to trade. If you guys have any, am I going to be copy trading Doge? I won't be because I'm on the stream. But I am going to be searching for some copy trades very shortly here. Personally, I want Bitcoin to kind of relax a bit here because, yeah, I'm trading my own money with copy trading, but I'm trading your money as well, guys, because you're copying me. So I want nice, safe, clean positions here. And when Bitcoin's just deciding to throw itself all up and down the wall, then it's not going to be very, very clean, okay? So that's more of a gambling stance for me. So I like to look for those really, really clean trades. And we will be looking at Market Cypher very shortly to see if we got anything screaming out at us today. But let's look at crypto bubbles quickly, guys, and let's have a look at see what is performing and what is not performing. I mean, it's a sea of red. It is the Red Sea right here. It's not great. What is losing the most? That's a good question. Tony Stark's losing a lot. IOTA. Whiff is... Good old dog with hat is up 16%, all-time highs, I'm guessing. Pretty good stuff. We were guessing all-time highs for that again. And Solana, hiding away in the corner here. She's coming. There she is. Very nice. Up around 6.4% over the last 24 hours. And so is NEAR. Very good stuff. Coins that are really taking the hit. I mean, Pepe's down 7.1%. You've got FTN down 10%. We had an early pump. A pump earlier in the week for FTM, so that's absolutely fine for that to be coming down. Rune, we had an early pump as well, so 13% is cool as well. TIA, I wouldn't expect TIA to be coming down. I would expect TIA to be coming up quite aggressively, but it's taken a bit of a hit, near enough 15% there. Very, very scary stuff. But what I do want to say, guys, you know I'm not the biggest meme coin enthusiast in the world. What I'm saying here is if Bitcoin is going to make a full-star recovery back up to $71,000, $72,000, what I would say is beware of the memes, guys. The meme coins usually follow those big pumps after Bitcoin recoveries. Okay, so we're talking SHIB, we're talking Doge, we're talking WIF, we're talking we got any more on here? Maybe Myro. What are other meme coins? Bonk, yeah, Bonk as well. We've got Bonk, Floki. Yeah, Floki. We've got Baby Doge. Yes, there's quite a few meme coins that would essentially do a pump after that. So yeah, definitely want to be looking out for there. Let's have a little look at the chat. What are we looking for? Hot those likes for Chester covering live price action. Yeah, guys, if you're liking this stream, I am here every single day, Monday to Friday. So make sure you tune in, hit the notification bell so you never miss when I'm live. And also, if you're liking the stream, smash that thumbs up button. It does help out the channel tremendously. And yeah, good stuff. To appreciate it. But yeah, let's move on to some altcoin requests. Some more, guys. You want more? One thing, let's go to Bitcoin dominance, guys. I want to talk about Bitcoin dominance for a second because we are looking at some very, very key areas for Bitcoin dominance. The lower that this goes, the less control that Bitcoin is going to be having over your altcoins, and that essentially means that your altcoins are going to start moving on their own. If we go back to previous bull markets, guys, you can see from January basically when the alt season really began last bull run, right? The end of December, the start of January, you can see Bitcoin dominance absolutely tanking off a cliff, right? Tanking off a cliff. And this period, if you go and measure an altcoin chart to Bitcoin dominance, you can see from January to May, altcoins are basically parabolic. They're insane. The trends are absolutely really good stuff. So you'll see, so what we're sort of looking for here, if we're referencing the bull market now, and you're probably sat there like, oh, when are my alts going to start performing like Bitcoin? Bitcoin's at all-time high. I want my alts to do the same thing. You have to be looking for this on the Bitcoin dominance chart, guys. And the chart pattern that we're looking to break here is this like so, okay? This like so. So we're looking for a nice move down. Now, remember, we do have the halving to contend with. That is still going to be a very valid point there. But what I am talking about is going to be a measure move to the lower side for this Bitcoin dominance, okay? When we see this measure move in full effect, this is when you're going to see your altcoins really start to do some numbers, okay? I'm talking 1x. 1x. I'm talking 2x. I'm talking like 30, 40, 50% to the upside. Yeah, 2x is obviously 100%. But what I'm talking about is a lot more momentum to the upside. I'm not saying all altcoins are going to 2x, but I'm saying you're probably going to see like 20, 30, 40% for some major coins there when we see this measure move come into fruition. So yeah, just something that I wanted to show you guys there. But yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for there on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, let's do some more altcoin requests. So make sure you smash your altcoin requests in the chat there, guys, if you do have any at all. And yeah, let's, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to be looking at, I'm going to take a look at ADA for a second there, because this looks like a bullish hammer stick candle chart pattern. And you can see, this is a great example. You can see a bullish hammer there. Momentum to the upside. It basically signifies the reversal of the trend. So definitely a point to be looking out for there for ADA. If we are going to see a reversal come through for Bitcoin, then it's likely ADA will do the same thing coming through from here. So yeah, overall, not looking too shabby. I want to be looking for some trades here for copy trader. So let's see what we can run through. Just off the bat, I'm looking at this. I'm going to go from high to candlestick body high there to candlestick body high in sort of a near enough a horizontal stance. I'm going to be changing that to horizontal. It looks cleaner, more reactive there. So we know that this is going to be the high for Bitcoin around for ADA, and that's going to be about 80 cents right now, which is not too bad at all. And a interesting point to be looking out for here, guys, is you can see this level of support, okay? Massive level of support coming through from this area. You can see we're actually just below that right now. What I would really be looking out for here is a candle body close in the next 8 minutes or so. If we can get that above this area, then it's likely that we're going to see a nice bit of momentum to the upside, okay? The momentum that I'm talking about is not weak, okay? It's very strong here. And if we are going to see this play out, there is going to be a really nice move for ADA to really be looking out for there. But of course, we need to be very vigilant of Bitcoin here and how Bitcoin is behaving, because it's a very interesting point, because Bitcoin is the leader of the wolf pack, if you will. Let's jump to Pepe there for LR. Yeah, let's jump to Pepe there for LR. Confused myself there. Jump to Pepe there for LR. Just like your name's like a ticker, right? Let's do Bybit. A little bit of Bybit. Bouncing on the 55 EMA. To start off with, I would say potential bull flag. Just looking at the chart while I'm drinking my H2O. A bottle of water. You know how many times people say that to me over in Asia. Like a bottle of water. But yeah, so yeah, this is the trend line that we'll be looking for, and then we're going to do Control C, Control V, and it's going to be like a little cheeky bull flag scenario to the upside here. And we know we've spoke about altcoins and how they're going to, meme coins and how they're going to react after Bitcoin here. So let's have a little look at this potential move here. It's going to be a move around 6.54% to the upside here. Are we going to be blindly going for this? No, we're not. We're going to be staggering our take profits as we go up, because that is the safest way to be trading. Let's get one in there. Very nice. Let's get one in there too. That's not the nicest. I'd probably prefer it there. Yeah, I prefer it there. And then for an entry point, it would be above that zone. Okay, so you can see here, every time we've had candle body closes just above here, we've, not all the time, but most of the time we have seen clean moves to this first TP. So sort of an entry point. Ideally, I want to see probably the candle body close around that area. Yeah, around this area, candle body close up, and then you're likely to see a nice move to the upside here for your first TP up around this area for around 6.54%. But for the time being, jumping to the macro here for Pepe, we are very goddamn parabolic here, and it's looking really, really quite good. I would say momentum is gradually slowing. Okay, it's gradually slowing here, so maybe you don't have that much room in the tank, or maybe Bitcoin's going to slow down for a bit, and if that is going to happen, then obviously Pepe will do the same sort of thing as well. But yeah, Pepe overall has been very, very impressive. I don't know what the market cap is now. I thought last time I checked it was 3.5 billion, right? So I'm not really sure how high it's gone now. And I checked maybe a week and a half ago or something like that. So yeah, it's considerably higher than that now. So maybe 5 billion, which is very, very impressive. But overall on the macro, guys, you can see we are riding the 7 SMA to the goddamn moon here. So you can see we're actually we just bounced on that most recently on this daily candlestick chart pattern here. Daily candlestick, you can see we've bounced up quite aggressively from that zone, which is absolutely fine. It does show bullish momentum. It is a very good sign. Okay, very, very good sign. And yeah, 55 EMA is going to be a level of support that I would be looking out for there. But the main sort of thing that I want to see for Pepe is to stay inside this channel, no matter what Bitcoin does. As long as we're getting candle body closes inside this channel, it is still essentially a bullish stance to the upside, which you can be looking out for there. Moving on to good day. Could you tell me what you see with Ethereum? Thank you. Yes, no worries, time alone. Let's get into that. Deep down and dirty into Ethereum. Ethereum, we did see $4,000 for Ethereum. Very impressive. Nice to see it absolutely soaring highs. Currently the high that we're seeing right now is 4,900. I think all-time high is considerably higher than that. Let's have a little look. No, not that much higher. Okay, on Bybit anyway. I'm pretty sure this is the high, yeah. So, yep, that'll do it. No, it won't. I haven't got May on there. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. I swear it was like 8K or something. It's been a while since the bull market. Bitstamps usually got all the data. So let's have a little look. Let's have a little look here. Again, no data. Okay, maybe it is 5K. Maybe it is. We don't have May on here, and May's obviously the high. So hey ho, it is what it is. But yeah, all-time high that we can see on this chart right now for Ethereum is up at around 4,800. We are seeing this climb up quite aggressively in a parabolic motion. Definitely something that I would be scared of, if you will. I would be scared of right now, and the reasoning for that is, guys, if you go parabolic like so without if you go parabolic like so without any sort of consolidation, a consolidatory period, what I mean by that, guys, is just a bit of sideways motion or a nice solid pullback, and then a bit more sideways motion or something along the lines of that, just to consolidate the price a bit, let the price chill out, like we kind of saw here a bit. Nice bit of price fluctuation. If you don't get that and you go parabolic, we use the analogy on this channel, we've used it for 2 years here. If you're climbing Mount Everest, yes, the biggest mountain in the world, if you're climbing Mount Everest in an aggressive stance, and you don't stop at base camp 1, and you keep hiking up, you don't stop for food, you don't stop for sleep, what's going to happen when you get near the top? You're going to die, right? You're going to crash down. So that's essentially what we see here. We want to see base camp 1 consolidation, and then a nice leg up, and then base camp 2 consolidation, then a nice leg up to the peak of the mountain. Okay, so that's something that I would be looking for this asset. If we don't see that and it does continuously go parabolic, what's going to happen? We're going to crash down quite aggressively. Not probably that much, but just expect and be safer here, guys. Just be a bit more cautious, because the more parabolic we go here, the bigger the correction could be. Okay, so let's jump down to the micro and let's see if we can find a potential trade for Ethereum today. Overall, looking insanely bullish, bouncing currently off the 60-minute volume weighted average true range. Moving averages, guys, they're quite far apart. When we see these let's get rid of this for a second. When we see these moving averages, basically, the further apart they get, the stronger the trend is. Okay, and that's what we're seeing right now. And you can see they're gradually, slowly creeping together. So the next level of support here, if we don't close above these moving averages in the next sort of I mean, the next minute and a half. Yeah, the next minute and 44 seconds there, I would expect probably a little bit more downside here, but this is where we get some chart patterns in. And much appreciated, new to trading and like to hear expert opinions. Yeah, not a problem, man. Again, if you're like, if you really want to learn and stuff, like we're here every single morning. I try and break the charts down from like an easy perspective to try and teach new traders basically how to navigate the charts. Like I've been doing this 6 years. I used to be on the building site and all that stuff, but now I'm full-time trader, full-time business guy as well. So I do a lot of things, but I do really like teaching people to trade as well. So yeah, I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday. So you're more than welcome to join us. And if you are looking for a nice trading community, we've actually got a really, really nice Telegram group. We've been here for, well, this channel's like maybe 2.5 years old now. Not crazy big. It doesn't need to be crazy big. It's nice having a tightly knitted community. But yeah, there's about 250 of us in a Telegram chat, and we're talking crypto all day. And there's some new traders in there. There's some very professional traders in there as well. It's a nice safe space to be asking questions if you did want to commit yourself to learning the fine art of TA. So yeah, what we're looking for here is a potential move to the downside here for Ethereum if Bitcoin is going to have continuation to the downside here, which it is looking like it's going to. Okay, it is looking like it's going to. Right now, we do have a broadening wedge. I will go back to Ethereum. 1 second. We do have a broadening wedge coming through for Bitcoin, which does essentially mean that the swings could be getting bigger, guys. The swings could be getting bigger, and the lower price target is going to be the 60-minute volume weighted ATR band around 66,666 yet again. Okay, so definitely a point to be looking out for there. But overall, Bitcoin does look bearish. I would be saying Bitcoin's going to be starting to get a bit more bullish if we do start to clear this zone, 68.6. I want to see consecutive candle body closes in this area, and then not being a victim to this level of resistance, which we are currently being victim to. If we can see the support get formed here, then I would expect us to come up and test this 4 hour and then just see sort of a recovery here. But for that to happen, we're looking at the volume weighted ATR band on the 15-minute, guys. You can see that is in a digressionary stance. Digressionary? That's probably the right word. A digressionary stance to the downside here. We actually need this to be in a progressionary stance, okay? For us to be riding up alongside it. That's sort of the best sort of direction for it to be in. And at the moment, it's not in that direction. So yeah, that's definitely something I need to be looking out for there. And that's going to be over the next sort of, I don't know, 3-4 hours or so. Hopefully we can get that. But yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there. If Bitcoin is going to reject it, then I would expect Ethereum to do the same sort of thing here. Now, with that being said, let's do a control V, control C, control V. You can see this is the trap zone. We have wicked down to this zone before. What do you know? We've wicked down here again. So this is kind of like the no trade zone here because, I mean, yeah, it is the sort of no trade zone, but you can do use the trap zone as a take profit. Like that's absolutely fine as well. I do not do that all the time, but sometimes it can be quite useful, especially when you've got a trap zone that consists of quite a healthy, juicy 4%. Okay, so yeah, it's absolutely fine if you do that. But yeah, we've just seen that 4 hour candle body close for Ethereum above inside the trap zone, so I actually would expect a little bit more upside here. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance again to see how that is performing. Is Bitcoin dominance going down? If it is, then I would expect Ethereum to see a nice little move to the upside. And just for you there, time alone, Bitcoin dominance basically is essentially the higher this is, the more dominant Bitcoin is, and the more Bitcoin controls your altcoins. So you see when Bitcoin swings, like we're seeing now, Bitcoin is dumping, altcoins are dumping too. But when Bitcoin dominance is really, really low, essentially this means that when Bitcoin dumps, some altcoins will be like, I'm not leaving. And they just stay and they sit at their price and they basically behave on their own and move on their own. So what I'm looking for here is a bit more downside here for the Bitcoin dominance. And if that is going to happen, then what we're going to see is potentially a nice little move to the upside here for Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum overall has been performing really, really well. Very, very impressed. And they did just do an update maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. I haven't like gone deep down into the update yet, but I've heard that fees are potentially cheaper. So I mean, we've been waiting, what, 3 or 4 years for that? So yeah, maybe it's going to be good, maybe it's not. But I've heard it affects So layer 2 projects as well, and Matic is in that category, I do believe. So yeah, interesting stuff. If you guys do have any altcoin requests, make sure you smash them in the chat. And if you are new to the stream, I am streaming every single day, Monday to Friday. What is next here for the charts? Let's have a little look. Just going to flash to Bitcoin again. We're seeing Bitcoin still in this falling, broadening wedge here. Yeah, this descending broadening wedge, and I would expect lower prices if we are going to see us fall continuously here to this 60-minute volume weighted ATR band. That is going to be the price of 66,666. Horrific. But bit out of breath here, just gonna have some water. But yeah, while I'm doing that, if you guys got any more altcoin requests, make sure you smash them in the chat. If not, if I don't get any requests, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over to the market cipher indicator, and we're gonna basically be dissecting some charts to see if we can get some copy trades today for Fairdesk. And again, guys, this stream is sponsored by BingX, a great exchange that I'm partnered up with. And yeah, really, really good stuff. You can get loads of bonuses and good stuff. There's they're actually hosting a bonus structure for my community right now, which is very, very easy to hit. I think you've got to hit like 20,000 volume or something like that. It's really, really easy, and you get like a couple of $100 worth of trading vouchers and stuff just to throw onto the markets, which is, I mean, who doesn't like free money, right? So yeah, let's do some, I mean, I don't see any more requests, which is absolutely fine. So let's do some market cipher stuff because I need to be looking for some trades for copy trader today. Market cipher, here we go. Let's, I mean, this is the slightly more boring part of the stream, but what we're looking for here, guys, is money flow, smooth money flow. So the money flow that I'm talking about here is this red and this green. Okay, so you can see this is what we call smooth money flow, money flowing smoothly in and out of an asset. Okay, this disgustingness, dirtiness, this is not smooth money flow. This is a choppy money flow that's essentially untradable. Okay, so again, what we're looking for, smooth money flow, because the reason why is because we're looking for this point here, smooth money flow, the transition into the next move, and we can basically take advantage of that. That's sort of what we're looking for there in terms of money flow. So that's the first confluence out of this strategy that we're going to be trading here today. The first confluence is that smooth money flow. The second confluence is overextended momentum. This is what I'm talking about here, guys. The overextended momentum. You can see this is just too high. This is normal. This is abnormal. This is terrible. This is far too high. So what we're looking for here is what we call an anchor. This is what we call an anchor. So we're looking for smooth money flow and then a nice anchor. Okay, so that's the second confluence we're looking for. The third confluence is essentially momentum to the upside that's very, very strong. Then we're looking for a sub anchor. So the sub anchor would be something along the lines of this inside that money flow. So actually this would work because this is a sub anchor from the main anchor in terms of money flow in that same position. And then we're looking for stochastic crossover as well in line with our entry point, which it does line up. And then after that, guys, I mean, I haven't seen this chart. I haven't seen how this lines up. So let's mark that on the chart for the 7th of March, 1 a.m. there. And you can see, I mean, I actually traded this. That's hilarious. I didn't even know. So you could see this actually lines up really, really nicely with another bearish sign there, which is going to be that crossover there, which is that cross there. That's a bearish sign for the market cipher. So we've got the stochastic, we've got the main anchor, the sub anchor, the money flow, the bearish cross, the tight moving averages there, and also the VWAP crossover as well. And you can see the VWAP crossover and the VWAP signal. So all of these confluences together basically tell us we're going to have a bit of downside. That downside was worth around 3.4%. Really, really strong stuff. So that's just a little explanation of how many confluences we're looking for here. There is a few more, but they're the main sort of 5 or 6 that we're really eyeing up there. A few more that I'm talking about. If we zoom out a bit, I'm sure we could find. Yeah, these are the whale sells and buy signals. And you can see here, guys, we've got big sells and we've got buys coming through. Buys initiate sort of the end of the downtrend there. Sells initiate sort of the start of the move to the downside, okay? So that's another confluence. And then these blue triangles, they're basically, it means the reversal of the trend. So you've got a nice little downtrend, reversal of the trend, moonshot, okay? Nice little downtrend, reversal of the trend, moonshot. Downtrend, reversal of the trend, moonshot, okay? Same scenario, right? So You can see there's quite a few little confluences to be looking out for there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go through my watch list for Fair Desk, and we're going to be looking for potential trades that we can be taking today and see what we can get ready to essentially execute. So starting off with APT, you can see smooth money flow, main anchor, stochastic. Haven't got our sub anchor just yet, but what we could actually be looking out for there is this money flow having a continuation here. If that money flow is going to continue in this area, it's going to be absolutely great here, guys. But what we're looking for there is a sub anchor, okay? So the sub anchor could consist of around this sort of area, but then again, we need stochastic on the top side. We need VWAP. So I'm going to be marking this on the watch list because it's definitely one to watch today because we already have our two confluences here that are looking pretty good. Okay, so APT, one to watch today. If we can get everything lined up, get all the confluences that we're looking for, then that's going to be a very nice clean position. And I will be updating you guys on these positions in the Telegram and as to when these confluences are going to be hitting throughout the day. ADA, let's have a little look. ADA, let's the first things first, smooth money flow. Do we have it? No, we don't. Simple, move on. We're going to be looking at APE, smooth money flow. Do we have it? No, we don't. Not great. Not looking good. That's APT again on the watch list. Good stuff. Let's look at ARB, smooth money flow. It's a bit too choppy for my liking. Because we want to see, when we see this momentum like this, guys, we want to see the money flow continuously on our side for that, okay? So unfortunately, we haven't seen that. So yeah, we're going to be moving on. Atom. Not that smooth here, right? This is not great. But here, it seems to be playing in our favor here. We haven't got our main anchor, our main momentum anchor to the downside here just yet. But it does seem to be playing in our favor here. So yeah, we're going to put that on the watch list and see if that plays out later on in the day. Axie, bit choppy. Bitcoin Cash, what are we looking at? Bit choppy. BNB. BNB, I mean, money flow is very, very strong to the upside here. We have got many main anchors and many sub anchors, but nothing really to go on here. What I would be saying for a potential entry point would be, I mean, it would have been something along the lines of this. I don't know how valid that's going to be with the other confluences. Let's get rid of that for a second. I mean, you can see we did actually get a VWAP. God damn it. We've got a VWAP crossover. Where was that? Yeah, just here, guys. VWAP crossover as well. And that is lined up pretty much perfectly with this dump. And you can see the actual move that we could have taken advantage from here consisted of this move down, right? So we've got that entry, stochastic, VWAP, lovely stuff here. I wouldn't have gone for the full move because we've got quite expanded moving averages there. But what I would say here, there is probably a nice little 1.5% move to the downside there. And that's just a little reference of how this strategy works. It's kind of, I mean, it's yet to let me down. I've had one losing trade with this strategy, and it was purely my fault. It's actually purely my fault. I didn't wait for the right confluences. I got eager, and I just jumped straight in, which was too much. Everyone makes mistakes, right? And it was not the worst trade in the world, but is what it is. Everyone loses, and it broke my 20 trade win streak, which sucked. It really sucked. But hey ho, it is what it is. Let's have a look at this. This is quite nice, guys. I would be involved with this smooth money flow. It's looking quite good. This is not great, but you can see we didn't actually get that proper crossover that we were looking for, just the uncertainty. So have that coming back is good stuff. Probably not as smooth as I want, because it does look like that we're going to be coming into the negative money flow again there. So yeah, not great. So we're going to be leaving that that market side for trade and moving on to see what Doge is saying. Money flow, bit too choppy, guys. Not going to be touching that. DOT, money flow too choppy again. DYDX, money flow too choppy again. And this is it, guys. Sometimes it's positions, they're not that great for this strategy, and we've had days where it's like, oh, there's nothing, and it is what it is. It happens. It's absolutely fine. This looks nice. Okay, this looks really nice. Really goddamn nice. Okay, so let's describe this. Let's dissect this for this potential position that we could be looking out for there, guys. And guys, let me know in the chat, have you ever traded market cipher before? Because for me, I've been trading this about 3 weeks now. And I'm still quite new to this strategy, but so far it's doing really, really well. And if you want to go check stats on it, you can go over to Fairdesk and look at my copy trader. And we're doing a challenge actually, $4,000 to $100,000, and we're currently up at around $3,000. So we're up at $7,000 at the moment, and doing really, really well on that. And the last maybe 10 or 15 trades have been market cipher, been really, really good. So yeah, this has been nice, smooth money flow that we're looking for here. Really, really strong stuff. You can see our main anchor showing pure dominant momentum to the downside, which is exactly what we're looking for here. So this is a really clean position. This is the cleanest one that we've seen so far in terms of those first few confluences. Now what we're looking for here is momentum slowly come back down. Then we're looking for our sub anchor. Once we have our sub anchor, that's going to be our entry point with the money flow coming back in. Then we're looking for stochastic, VWAP, bullish signals on the chart as well. So yeah, overall, this is looking really, really quite clean. So Ethereum Classic is on the cards today, okay? Mr. Miles says, hey, everyone. Nice to see you on the stream there, bro. It's been, I think you popped by yesterday. But yeah, nice to see you on the stream there, bro. You're going to try and troll me today. We see Salam. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Apologies if I'm not. Bro, tell me, I bought BTC at 71K with 0.001 and it put me into a $20-something loss. Should I hold or close? I got a very small account, about $93. Okay. So to start off with, what I would say is, if you're trading with $93, it's very hard to not be gambling that money. Okay, so if you're in a $20 loss already, that's enough 25% of your portfolio that you're negative, which is not the best way to trade, right? So something that I usually live by, well, most of the time, is if you're entering a trade, you want to be entering with 5 or 10% of your portfolio at the absolute most. And that way, if you do have a loss, you're not going to blow 50% of your account. You're not going to blow 25% of your account. So you've basically got 10 chances or something like that to basically make money continuously and outperform your losses. Otherwise, it's essentially what I say with trading. It's intelligent gambling. It's just gambling. It's the same chemicals in the head. It's the same sort of thing. So it's completely addictive. So you basically, if you're going to be trading, you need to be trading like you get a lot more data. Whereas like a football match or a basketball match or any sport you can bet on, you only get so much data. With trading, you can get so much more data. There's 10,000 indicators out there. You can look at so many different variables and get so much data to decide on your position. But yeah, that's why I say it's more intelligent gambling. But yeah, you just need to mitigate your risk and be safe with that. Otherwise, you do get the same feeling as gambling, and it is very addictive, right? And you can lose a lot of money very, very fast with trading. Siri is deciding to have a go at me. Great stuff. Okay, so let's have a look at your trade. So you bought BTC at $71,000. Okay, I don't mean to. I'm not like lecturing. I'm not lecturing. I'm just saying, like, when I came into trading, I lost $5,000 like that straight away, basically, because I didn't know how to mitigate my risk. I didn't know the psychology of trading. I didn't know essentially what I was doing in that sense. So if I can pass on the lessons that I've learned so you don't lose money, then I'm going to do that. That's why I'm here, okay? But yeah, so Bitcoin right now down at around 68,246. Personally, I do see us coming back up. I really, really do see us coming back up. But right now, this is Asian markets are open right now, so we're not really seeing the institutional Western side of the world, who have been controlling Bitcoin most recently, play a part. Okay, so what I would expect is they're going to wake up, they're going to see $68,000 and go, God damn, let's load up, let's buy more. So yeah, I do expect us to be coming back to all-time highs over the next sort of 4 or 5 days or so, maybe even sooner than that, to end the week on a nice high would be lovely. So yeah, I do think it kind of depends what your liquidation is, bro, because if you're already in a $20 loss, then your liquidation must be close. It must be close. Actually, no. That's 25% from where you got in, so 71. So your liquidation must be 4x to where we are now. So you're looking at 16%. So your liquidation is probably around here. Okay, so that's going to be your, and as it always is, it lines up pretty much perfectly with this lovely level of support, which we could very easily test. Okay, so yeah, just be very, very cautious of that. But yeah, this is it's not unfortunately it's not a great position to be in, but you do have the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement there as well. You do have massive levels of support. You can see the momentum that we have had off these levels before. It has been very, very strong to the upside. So I wouldn't be too worried. For me personally, I don't see us coming down to $59,000 today. I don't see that happening. I see us bouncing off the 0.236, and also we've got the 60-minute volume-weighted ATR band at 66,000 as well. So yeah, I do see us, if we do come down, then that's going to be a very, very clean bounce point. As you can see, we've got nice momentum from that as well. The 4 hour still in a bullish stance. That's a bullish sign. We just got to break this current resistance point. If we break this resistance point, guys, then I would see us basically have continuation to the upside, looking like that or something like that, right? It's going to be quite clean if that does happen. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. And let's have a little look at the chat. And guys, don't be shy. If you're new to the stream, say hello. We're all friends here. You can see all the mods, guys. We've been here for like 2 years together trading the charts. So yeah, we're all a tightly knitted family. So if you did want to join the CC gang, is what we call it. Link is in the description. Join us over on Telegram. And yeah, you're more than welcome. New traders, professional traders, whatever you are, we're here to help. Yeah, we're literally talking all day. All day, every day, which is great. Let's have a look at the chart. That M pattern I was worried about. A few days played out. So sad. Oh, that sucks, man. That was on CAS, right? That's why you hodl, not trade. Have a hodl bag and a trading bag. Yeah, I've got. I'm the same, bro. I've got different portfolios on different exchanges, different hardware wallets, loads of different stuff. I spread out everything just to mitigate risk, and I'm trading different strategies, different ways and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely good to split it up. Yes, the CC gang. Chester will force you to pay tribute to your what? Tribute if you trade in his neighborhood. I won't. No, we're a nice and as you guess, Mr. Miles is the troller, right? Thank you, bro. Wisdom is key. I humbly say thank you, bro. Oh, you're welcome, man. Do appreciate the thanks. And again, I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday, so you're more than welcome to join us. We're a really nice community out here. So yeah, let's do some more altcoin requests, guys. If you've got any more altcoin requests, make sure you smash them in the chat. And if you did want to follow my trades, copy trader down below. And also this video is sponsored, well, this stream is sponsored by BingX as well. Some amazing bonuses over there. Let's carry on with the market cipher, guys. Ethereum Classic is on the cards to give us a really, really nice trade there. So we're basically going to be waiting for that. That could take, I mean, it is a long. You can see stochastic is coming down here. We've got momentum a bit overextended here. So what we're sort of looking for here is basically a sub anchor here. And yeah, we're looking for a sub anchor. We haven't got it just yet, but money flow is looking really, really clean here. So yeah, definitely something to really be looking out for then. It's nice to see so many market cipher trades basically lining up for us today. Same story is with Ethereum. Same story with Ethereum here, guys. You can see that we've got really smooth money flow. Main anchors coming through here. You could ask me, is this a sub anchor? Technically, yes, but technically no. And the reasoning for this is, guys, is because momentum is still too strong to the downside, okay? Momentum is too strong to the downside. The sub anchor that we really want is somewhere around this sort of level. That's sort of the ideal scenario there. So these green lines, these two green lines here, we don't really want to be anywhere near them for our sub anchor entry, okay? So we want around 35, that sort of area. So that's sort of what we're looking for. But again, Ethereum as well, looking really, really nice for a lovely bounce because you've got that smooth money flow. The momentum is the second confluence. We're going to be looking for sub anchor as the third confluence. Stochastic is coming down to our favor as well. It's all in the right direction. Then we're going to be looking for that VWAP bullish crossover. So you can see we're in the bearish crossover at the moment. We're looking for that bullish crossover later on with our entry point. And then, I mean, it's just, look, it's God mode right now. It's looking really good. You can see how far away these moving averages are coming down. It basically shows that we've got a lot of movement to get back up to them. And we've got volume-weighted ATR bands on the 15-minute and the 60-minute as well. So there is going to probably be around maybe a 3 or 4% market cipher trade for this asset. Definitely something that I'm going to be looking out for today, guys. Filecoin, let's look at that. Let's look at money flow straight away. Money flow, not great. Going to be ignoring that one. FTM money flow. It's the start of nice money flow. Okay, it's the start of nice money flow. It's the start of nice momentum. So we're going to be putting that on the watch list. And, well, we're going to be flagging that on the watch list and looking out for that later today. Money flow here, not good enough. Link, money flow, disgusting. Litecoin money flow, really nice. Okay, we're going to be getting involved with a bit of Litecoin here. There's going to be a lot of trades today, guys. This is it's quite exciting. Like for people that have been watching throughout the week in the mornings here, we've seen some days where we're going through the market cipher and it's like there's nothing, there's no trades. Like it's really annoying. But today on my watch list so far, I've flagged 3. I'm on the 7th asset. Okay, we're on 7 assets that we're potentially going to be trading today if it lines up perfectly. Okay, very good stuff. Let's look at Mana, bit of Decentraland. No, not good enough. Money flow, not good enough. This does not look too bad. Okay, we've got smooth money flow coming through from here. Going to be a flagging up mask here for a potential position. Matic money flow looking strong. Not looking that strong. It's a bit choppy here. Going to ignore it. Bit too choppy here for Maker. Neo, bit of the Matrix here. Smooth money flow again, but it is, excuse me, it has been quite choppy recently. Mr. Miles. I actually haven't said that on stream yet, so I will go say it in a minute because I do enjoy that. Solana doing really, really well today, actually. And this is nice. This is a Solana entry right here. Okay, it's just, and let's go through this. Okay, let's go through this because I want to show you guys, and you guys can watch this over the next sort of 3-4 hours or so. I think we've just about missed our entry, but what I do want to show you guys is a nice market cipher position to be looking out for here, and the confluences. Okay, so the first confluence you can see smooth money flow, looking really, really bullish for Solana, really, really good momentum, completely overextended here. We've got one anchor. We've got our second anchor. Okay, our second anchor here hasn't quite touched this red line, which is absolutely perfect here. And now you have seen that we have seen the white cross over to the blue here. That is a very, very nice sign for an entry point. But now what are we going to do? We're going to check stochastic. Is the stochastic lined up? Bang, we've got a stochastic crossover to the downside as well. So those are all of our confluences on this set of indicators right here. What do you know? On the VWAP, bang, crossover, nice, strong, bearish signal there as well. And you can see 15-minute volume weighted ATR band, 60-minute volume weighted ATR band from this area. I would expect dirty, disgusting downside here for Solana. Again, we're at highs. This is perfect. It's really, really strong here. How low can this go? Let's have a little look. My entry point would have been on, this candle here, at the start of this candle. Okay, and you would have actually done, you would have done 3 or 4% here. I wouldn't have done this whole percent thing. Like this whole percent thing, this whole price range. What I would have done here is probably gone down to the first MA or the second MA there around 2.76%. But it's just a nice example here of the market cipher really playing out when you're looking for those key money flow, the anchors, the stochastic, the VWAP. And we didn't actually see any red crosses. Okay, we didn't see any red crosses, or we didn't see any whale signals coming through. So those are the two that we like to see here. We do like to see. So for example, you can see whale selling, X crosses, crossing moving averages there, massive dump to the downside. Okay, so those are a few more confluences that we're looking out for there. And if you get all of them, it's like what you do, it's sell your house, sell your dog scenario. But no, it's what you do is you up your risk. Okay, you up your risk. The more confluences you have, the more risk that you're willing to risk. The more equity you're willing to risk, right? So if I'm like, okay, I've got 5 confluences, this is looking great for Solana here. I'm going to put in 5% of my portfolio for this trading strategy. Now, the next trade is, oh, I've got 7 confluences that are telling me the direction is going to be good. Okay, I'm going to put in 8% of my portfolio. So the more confluences you get, the higher chance that the trade is going to be successful. So the more you can risk. Yeah, the more you can risk. Should have said all that right. But yeah, Solana looking really, really good for a nice short position. Missed it, but still really, really good to see the market cipher playing out perfectly. I've only got, 5 coins left, and then I will do CAS for you. A bit of Casper for you, Mr. Miles. So how can you tell the difference between a Wyckoff accumulation and a Wyckoff sell-off? I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Can you please check Gala, please, Chester? Yeah, not a problem, man. Not a problem, Mika's. Yeah, Mika's Adventures. Cool name. Love that. Are you into your your nature stuff out in the forests and all that stuff? I am. I'm not taking the mic. I love all that stuff, right? So yeah, look at this money flow looking good here. I mean, it's not terrible actually. What I'm seeing here is these crossovers is it's actually quite strong into the next stance is what we're seeing here. So maybe not one to overlook. It is a little bit choppy for my liking, but maybe not one to overlook. We have got the momentum. It is not looking bad there. So for SUI, not going to be my favorite position of the day. I'm really looking for the Ethereum Classic and the Ethereum trades that we were talking about earlier, but definitely something to be looking out for there. It's because some sort of UK slang for nature. I'm confused. Think of that. No, it was adventures that got me, right? The more risk you're willing to risk. Chester 2024. Yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't come out right. Is what it is, man. Yeah, so Uniswap. Dude, always making me laugh, bro. Yeah, so Uniswap, money flow's looking good. Momentum's not quite there just yet. But overall, we're seeing the nice first confluence that we're looking for, so we are going to get that marked on the watch list. VeChain, money flow looking strong, momentum looking strong as well, looking really, really strong. Good stuff. XRP, same scenario, momentum looking strong as well. We're getting a lot of potential trades here for the market cipher. Again, YFI looking good as well. So yeah, there could be some really, really nice positions out here to be looking out for there. Let's have a look at CAS. For Mr. Miles, and then guys, I'm going to be calling it a day. Pretty tired, but yeah, I'm going to be calling it a day. I've got quite a lot of work to do today, so I will be trading as well in the Telegram, guys. If you do want to go check that out, link is in the description. And if you want to follow my trades as well, link is also in the description. The link is also in the description. Fairdesk looking pretty strong over there as well. But yeah, let's have a little look at this. You can see bull flag again for CAS. Still haven't really broke this to the upside with the momentum that we were looking for here. It's actually really interesting. Let's go into this because we actually rode along this trend line really quite aggressively. So what did we have yesterday when we did TA on this? We had this coming down, and you can see this is actually a horrible example. It's great to have a losing example like this, right? So you've got the measure move, guys. You've got the bull flag, okay, at the top of this uptrend. Usually these break to the upside really aggressively. Now you can see you were clearly trying to break to the upside. What is the story here, and what should have been the entry point? I mean, just looking at it, I'd say this candle body close above the 55 EMA here would have been a very clean entry point, right? Just because it's above the level of support, and you've tested that support, you've closed above it, it's a bullish sign. But the real question is, where would that first TP be? It would be, you can see the confluences that we're looking for here. It's that horizontal levels of support and resistance. You can see this is where it's very, very important to take profit at your first level, at your first take profit should be 25% of your equity. And then you take that out, you take your stop loss, you move your stop loss to your entry point. And that way, if you do come back down, you're still going to be in profit. You get stopped out at break even, but you've still made money, right? That's the main point. So yeah, this would be the first take profit here, and you can see support, really, really strong stuff here, really, really strong support, and also resistance does play out here as well. So the point that I'm really looking for here is the candle body closes in these zones. You can see the candle body closes in these zones do tend to usually wick up to your first TP. Okay, they tend to usually wick back up to your first TP. No real example there. But yeah, we've got like, 2 out of 3 candle body closes in this area, wick up to your first TP. So that is a bullish sign there for this position. So that's how it should have been handled, basically entering into this, and that still would have been worth around 2%. So still a great trade there. But yeah, it's just a great example of basically a measure move not playing out, because remember guys, 1 in 3 chance this plays out. 1 in 3. Okay, it's very not very rare, but it's not a great risk reward scenario, just blindly going for a long and having a TP up here and a stop loss down there. It's very unlikely that this is going to happen. 1 in 3 chance. So you're better off staggering your take profits as you go up there. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I will be back. Monday morning with a nice Bitcoin and cryptocurrency update for the show. I do appreciate you guys coming through. If you haven't, smash the subscribe button. Please do that and hit the notification bell, because I want to see you guys again, right? We great numbers on the show, the most successful show so far. We got to like 25 viewers. Really great stuff there, guys. So really appreciate that, and hopefully I can give back to you guys and teach as much as I can. And If you want to follow my trades, we'll be trading a lot here on Fairdesk today. We've got maybe 7 or 8 positions that we're waiting to enter. Amazing stuff. You want to follow my trades. If I make money, you make money. Link is in the description for that. And again, this stream is sponsored by BingX, the new partner at this point in time. Really, really good exchange. Massive bonuses. Go check them out. Link in the description as well. They're running a bonus for me at the moment that lasts, I think, 18 days or something. So yeah, really, really good exchange. Go check them out. And if you are looking for an exchange to trade non-KYC and you VPN it in the US and the UK, it works. Okay, it works. You can withdraw, you can deposit. It's all good stuff there. So yeah, if you're looking for that. And guys, if you like the stream, smash a like on it. It does help me out tremendously. Do appreciate you, Mr. Miles, saying that in the chat. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. And peace out. But yeah, I'll see you in the Telegram later on, guys. Peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.